Who's over?
Huh. This one.
There you go. So camera. Make sure it's positioned properly. There we go. Zoom it up like that.
You're so techy.
I know, right? It's got to be positioned just right.
All right, so there you go. And we are live. How's it going, everyone? This is Judith Vergata here for episode number 7 of Entrepreneur in the Spotlight. We're here today with Ace and Rich, and they're absolutely crushing it when it comes to teaching internet marketers, the skills to drive more traffic, build their own list, and get paid like as soon as humanly possible. Okay, guys, they're about to drop the mic like they always do. So tune in and join us. Okay, this will be fun. So Ace and Rich, thanks for coming in, and give us a bit of an intro to you guys and give us a little sneak preview of what it's like in your fabulous world.
Well,
thank you so much, Judith, for having us here. We're so excited, and you know how much we love you.
Yeah, we appreciate you having us.
Absolutely, yes. So
as far as our world,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's definitely crazy. We've just been, really behind the scenes building some stuff that it's just, it's a little secretive, right? Yeah. But I've been letting the cat out of the bag a little bit. I've been doing some, partnering up with some people and doing some pay-per-click marketing. Hired an agency, getting coached, and really taking things to a whole new level and getting really uncomfortable, right?
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing and stuff like that. And it's going to be awesome because 2018 is going to look really beautiful, right? Because we always look ahead to the future when we do things. So, but as far as our world and what we do, it's just we like to really reach out to a lot of people and connect with them, and
we're very good at following up.
Yeah, I think follow-up is one of our strongest.
Follow-up is our biggest suit. Yeah.
And I think we go that extra mile because the number one problem that we see with a lot of marketers on the internet is that I signed up with something, I have no guidance, and I'm fed to do it all by myself. And if I could have a scale and all the problems, that's the number one problem I'm seeing. So what we saw a pretty big hole in the marketplace.
Yeah.
That needed to be filled. So we came out strong, and we wanted to just be different from everybody else, reaching out more and giving people more guidance,
providing more exceptional customer service.
Yeah.
And then coming from a place of service when we talk to people and handheld them a little bit in the beginning because they're going to need that, but then we teach them how to grow their own wings.
Yeah, because I think that, people think that customer service has to come because if you own the company, not an affiliate. But the reality is people have it backwards. You know what I mean? They feel like when they sign somebody up, they're done. And that's not the case. You know what I mean? You're grooming leaders, for the future. And that's the way you have to look at it. And, for us, we see, the big picture of, connecting with people, grooming them, teaching them, getting them marketing as soon as possible, just so they can get the results. And not only that, but let them start going through the bumps as fast as possible. They can get through it.
Yeah, I love how that analogy is when you put it that way, because that's what we've been doing when we get new members. They don't want to wait to start marketing. They want to start marketing. So we okay, we have a way to do that where we can get you going through the speed bumps as fast as possible, make all the mistakes like right now, get it out of the way, That's what makes it fun. And then at the same time, they'll build that trust with us as their mentors, because they'll come to us for every question. They'll go, oh, well, why is this happening? Okay, good. I'm glad it's happening. You come to us, we're going to help you out, go through it.
I think that's the biggest thing in our world that we focus on more than anything. I mean, driving traffic, once you learn, it's actually not hard. It's actually quite simple, easier than I thought, actually. But the name of the game really is the follow-up process, with emails. But when you get a sale, it's not just about signing somebody up and and just leaving them alone. And a lot of people are doing that on the internet, and it's sad, but we saw that being an opportunity for us. And it's nice to see people grow, because we're seeing people actually grow, get results, and to us, that's important to us more than anything.
And not only that, but they're seeing us do this, and they will duplicate what we do, not what we say.
Yeah.
So if they see us doing this, they're going to want to step up at the plate and do it too, which is awesome to see that duplication.
Absolutely.
Yeah, setting an example, right? Like you don't just wanna how does the saying go? Give them a fish and they'll eat for a day, and teach them how to fish and they'll eat forever. Something that goes like that.
Yeah, no, you got it
Right?
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we go in the middle of the ocean immediately.
Yeah.
The sail is like all wacky, you know what I mean? It's like, don't worry about it. That sail's gonna start smoothing up, but you got to get on that ocean. You got to get out in the ocean. You got to get in that boat and start working with your sail immediately.
Right. Exactly. So, what would you say, guys, is your subject matter of expertise?
Well, for me, I'll let you go first. Go ahead.
For me, it's more of the relationship. I'm really good at that. I'm really great at mean cold market, cold traffic, and turn them into warm fast. It's been cool with me.
I think the strongest suit that you have is that you're like the glue that keeps things together.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, that's a really strong suit, and that's powerful, and it goes unnoticed, and it shouldn't. You know what I mean? Because you do a lot of stuff behind the scenes and keeps like the people together. Because that's cool stuff.
I'm the glue.
Nice.
I'm the glue. That's awesome.
Glue.
Yeah.
It's nice.
For me, I think my strong suit is lead generation. Like I get leads from YouTube like every day. Get leads from Facebook every day. Doing the solo ads and now partnering up and getting coached for, I have a coach that's coaching me on, pay-per-click marketing, but also I paid for the services. So that way it can get done with the, the tweaking and all that kind of process. So I understand part of that because back in 2008, when I first got started in this industry, I focused on, pay-per-click marketing in the beginning with Brian Finale and my Lead System Pro, when it was called MLM Lead System Pro at the time. And we learned Google AdWords immediately. It was like a crash course. You just dive right in and just do it. So, and it was fun at the time, but then Google did the slap and things changed a lot harder. So now, we're in the process of building AdWords campaigns.
Yeah.
We're in the process of, Bing's already up and running and rocking. And then we have Facebook's going to be last. And there's a purpose why it's done in that order. So we're going to have platforms running 24/7, 7 days a week on autopilot. That we're not going to have to spend that much time in front of the computer in the future.
Yeah.
Because I like to for us, I think that what we love to do is that what we don't mind doing, right? If we love something, we don't mind doing it.
It's not work.
Right. So for us, we love getting connected with people. We love, sharing value. We love doing our lives. We love, those things we love to do, right? So for us, it doesn't even feel like work, right? But as far as like setting up campaigns, all that kind of stuff, I guess a bit like that feels more like work, right? And I said to myself, what would wealthy people do? You know what I mean? They would hire somebody who knows more than you do. You know what I mean? And that's what I did. And I have a feeling 2018 is just going to rock.
It's going to be explosive.
What up?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2018 is going to be explosive.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So guys, from there, don't hold anything back, right? Like really tell us about your rock bottom moment. Maybe not necessarily if you feel like you don't have a rock bottom moment, but tell us about that point in time in your life where you just said, okay, this is it. Something's got to give, something's got to change, and I'm going to make that change happen. Tell us about that story.
Well, we'll tell you like our rock bottom.
We'll tell you rock bottom.
Because I've had my own rock bottoms.
Yeah.
She's had her own rock bottom, and then we've had our own rock bottom.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'll start with like mine. Since I've been in this industry for quite a long time. When I first got started in 2008 and I learned internet marketing, I started learning to make a little bit of sales. Nothing really that spectacular, you know what I mean? Just learning, and I made a few sales here and there, but nothing that I really got excited about. So a year later, I joined something else and I literally like crushed it. I don't know, divine intervention, call it, but my first 6-figure income on the internet, massive, downline of people, as fast as it went up, as fast as it went down though. And so when that happened, I had to go back to work to the same job when I left in the first place, So could you imagine telling somebody, hey, I got success, don't need to work here anymore, goodbye, and then you go back later, right? But understanding that process when I was doing that, when I was putting that together before that first success, I was homeless. I was in the alleyway. I showed her where it was. A lot of drug addicts around there. I was staying with my friend. I asked him, I said, listen, man, it was an efficiency, one room. I said, listen, I said, do you have internet? I don't care about anything. Do you have internet? He's like, yeah, good, because I know about computers. I'm a tech guy. So I'm going to bring my router over so that way I can use my laptop, okay, to get some work done, you know? And unfortunately, he was on ecstasy at the time. And, he was just like crying. And for me, I had to focus around all this stuff. It was very difficult. Yeah. So I had a phone that didn't even have a contract because I couldn't afford it. But I used it like for like a Walkman, like something I could listen to stuff with my headphones. And I ended up like listening to, motivational stuff. I even went as far as like ESP Ultramind system from Jose Silva to reprogram my mind, how I think. And then I just kept building it under the circumstances. It was so bad, the circumstances, but I still made it happen. And then I got, making a lot of money. I started traveling. I ended up going to Las Vegas. I ended up, being asked to talk on stage for a company. And then from there, having all that whole life transformation, it was so awesome. Then actually losing it all afterwards because the company was shut down. And it was just like, it was a blow right in the gut. It was just like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I had to go, back to work and everything. And it wasn't easy. But in between, we met. You know what I mean? And when we met, that's when things started to take shape. We were making money, and you were doing network marketing and stuff like that.
And you were mentoring me. Yeah.
But I can give props to one individual during this process. I met my coach. And what's funny, when I started in 2008, I said, that guy's gonna be my coach one day, because he coached like all the top leaders in the company, right? And they were all successful. And I wondered, like, how come these guys are successful? There's got to be a correlation here. You know what I mean? So I hired him when I had the money, of course. And I went to California, spent 3 days with him. His name is Jeffrey Combs. And I learned a lot about myself. See, I thought I was going to learn about making money. And the reality is that wasn't the case. The reality is I learned about all my problems and all my faults and what was wrong with me, right? Because that's what he coached me on. And I had a breakthrough. The program was called Breakthroughs to Success. And when I had that breakthrough, I understood that it was me that was holding me back. I realized that it was me that was being irresponsible. I realized it was me. It was just all me. I'm the one that's going to make it happen. That's just the way it works. And so as that was going on and things were pretty tough, I ended up meeting her, and we got together, and we ended up, staying together longer. and she was in network marketing. And
I was in Melaleuca.
Yeah, and she was struggling. I mean,
oh hell yeah!
She was getting a paycheck for like $10. And doing a lot of work.
Sometimes $3.
$3 too. Yeah, and I'm like, oh my God! I'm like,
all this damn work and not getting paid.
But I don't want to convince her to join anything or because in internet marketing we're taught not to do that. Right? There's no need for that. So I just let her be. Right. So we were in the same office together, and she started seeing me make big checks, and she was just like, how are you doing that? Here I am over here talking to so many people trying to get them motivated to do something, and you're just making money and you're not even talking about anybody.
Oh, so you calming down. My reaction was not that.
Well, this is the point that you take over.
Yeah, my reaction was not that. He was in the computer room, the same room as I was. He's behind me. I'm in the front, so we're like our computers are like this, and then he's like telling me payday. And I'm like, what you get paid? He's like, I got paid $10,000. I'm like, hold on a second. This has got to stop. I'm serious. How you just going to be in the same room as me, make $10,000, and I'm looking at my check, ain't no more than $5 over here. What's going on? This has got to stop. I said, that's it. I waved my white flag. Rich, you got to take me under your wing and teach me. I have no idea what this is about, but I want to learn. So
what I told her was, I'm like, okay, well, first of all, you need to get out of your element for a little while.
This is him coaching me.
So I said, let's go to Vegas. And she goes, Vegas? We're going to Vegas? I'm like, yeah, get the tickets. I got the tickets already. Let's go. So we had it planned out for December. So we went to Vegas, and I wanted her to get out of her element and just be free for a little while, right?
I was terrified.
And it was the best thing that ever happened to her, because I told her when you come back, you won't recognize where you were at before.
You're right.
And when she came back, she was like, yeah, wow, I feel a little different. I'm like, good, now you're ready. Let's get started. So I started teaching her the basics and stuff like that. And then she started learning the ins and outs and things, you know. And we went through a really tough time. We ended up joining another network marketing company, an MLM company, and which was an anti-aging company. And we did it through all blogging, because I taught about blogging, I taught about SEO, I taught about driving traffic, all those things. So we got the blog together, and we drove so much traffic. I mean, we took over the company's domain, like literally.
We outsourced the main company.
We were getting more traffic than they were. Nice. And then people were coming to us asking us questions like, we're the company. Yeah. And we were having like diamond leaders from other companies finding us, and we were just signing people. There were like parties going on in Malaysia, and it was our team, and we're like, what the hell? Like, it was just, you know?
It was fun, yeah.
So then we got screwed over with that company. You know, we got the rug, taken underneath us. And then I said, look, you know, I'm done with MLM. It's my final straw. I'm going back to what I know best, which is high ticket affiliate marketing. So we started a company called Six Figure Mentors. And, because Jake Kubicek was the guy, used to be in Carbon Copy Pro when I first started in 2008. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I need to go back and get back to my roots. So when I did this, we ended up, doing blogging, because that's what we were doing.
I was blogging.
We didn't have no money,
2
so
blog posts.
Yeah.
A day.
And
4 years.
And we just kept generating leads from that. We made $11,000 in 3 years. Mm-hmm. We still made money, but it wasn't nothing that's going to get you out of your job.
And not on the leaderboards or anything like that.
No, we did make it a few times.
Yeah.
But after that, it was tough. It was so hard. It was just.
We couldn't hit that 6-figure mark. It was just like,
it was so frustrating. Guys, if I could tell you something, you got to be resilient. You got to want it so bad.
You got to be hungry.
You got to be so hungry that nothing stops. I mean, nothing will stop you. You're going to have your ups and downs. You
got to pay the price.
Yeah, you got to pay the price. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So the biggest breakthrough for us, right now that we're getting to that point, the biggest breakthrough for us was when, we decided, we were homeless for a while together. And the biggest breakthrough for us is when, once we got our apartment and everything, and we were working here, even though we weren't still making a lot of money, we were still blogging with Six Figure Mentors, was one day when my friend Patty Sheila on the internet says, hey, I know this guy, Misha Wilson, he teaches me like solo ads and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, that's great, tell me more about him. And I'm like, because I'm sick of blogging. You know what I mean? I'm just sick of blogging every day.
I didn't know any of this was going on. I was too focused on SFM.
My mind's always.
He's like doing things without me, and I'm like, okay, focus.
So we ended up getting on Misha's list, and then I got an email, and it talked about the Super Affiliate Network and things like that. It was a soft launch.
Yeah.
And I said, well, $1 trial, what could it hurt? You know what I mean? I spent more money than that in the past, so, and then I said, oh, I could save $10 a month and just pay 37 straight up. I'll do that. So I did that. And, and it's funny because Patty knew Misha, and I wanted to sign up under Patty because Patty's my friend, but she didn't want to sign up. And me, I'm a go-getter. I just took action.
Yep. So
we got started in it. Started going through the boot camp, started learning some things that I never knew was possible, besides blogging and, SEO and YouTube and all that kind of stuff.
Like when he told me about it, he was like, hon, we just started this. I know you're focusing that. And I was like, wait a minute, we're supposed to be not doing any other businesses. This is what we're supposed to do. He's like, no, I already bought it. We're going to do it here. The worst that can happen, it doesn't work out.
And we stay where we're at.
So we'll stay where we're at. And then we met Jean-Pierre.
Right, but here's what happened. Mm-hmm. The biggest breakthrough for us, because during the process at the end of that rope at Six Figure Mentors, we were reaching out and we did this thing called Q&A, and we still do it today, questions and answers. with Ace and Rich.
Hot seat, yeah.
And well, this wasn't hot seat though.
No, it
Hot seat wasn't born yet.
Wasn't born.
This was more about, you know, just Q&A with Ace and Rich, Ask Ace and Rich, and we saw a community of people that were hurting. They were like, nobody was coming down, nobody was helping them. All they were doing was just grabbing them, upgrade. There was no value. In my opinion, there was just no value.
Nothing in the community.
I mean,
No.
Yeah.
And these people were being left hung out to dry. And so what we did was like, you know what? Let's take all these questions in this community and let's make videos on this and let's answer those questions for them and then upload the video in the community so they could, you know, hear it's on video. So what happened was they started seeing all this content and they just started like flocking to us and wanted to get more information from us and things like that. Then they got on our Facebook. They started seeing our results with generating leads with Stan. And then they all started coming over. We were having Skype meetings and signing people up. And we just started to explode our business so fast.
Yeah.
You know? And then in the process, I mean, that only lasted so long, so you can't rely on that.
Right.
So as Misha was teaching us more about conversions and solo ad marketing, the way the system is provided for us is that, you know, he follows up for us, right?
Yeah.
And I already had a list. I've been in the market for years. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to just wipe my head clean here and start over, you know?
Yeah.
And be humble.
Yep.
So I let go of the steering wheel and I let Misha follow up. I just kept driving traffic. And I started seeing sales just come in. I started seeing my list just start to explode. And I'm like, oh my God, this freaking works. You know, and he's following up for me. I'm like, this is on autopilot. This is great. So what we did was we were smart. We let that be an asset, and we started learning in the background how to learn email marketing.
So the formula was the way we did it was while this is being built autopilot, we were working on our skill sets on email marketing.
Yeah, the one thing, you know, because I always learned to focus on the one thing. And then so from there we unplugged from the system. And we plugged it into to our AWeber list. We were more confident. And our emails were getting open rates, click-throughs, sales were coming in. We got to the point now, people have to actually call us and cry on the phone. Can we put up we don't care.
Yeah.
And so we definitely are touching and making an impact with a lot of people. But some people, sometimes they just don't buy, and that's okay. You have to learn to accept that. You just have to be consistent with your follow-up. Then we took the follow-up to a whole new level. And for us, I think that was the big one right there. Because when we started getting connected with people on Skype, and we started, you know, because we didn't really care about people. We got together with them. Where are you? What have you done? What is your history? How long you been in internet marketing for? And if you're in another company, what have they taught you? You know?
And we call this the meet and greet session. This is what we do. We ask questions like that.
So we get them going. And we have like follow-ups once they reach a certain part in the module in SAN. And they get together with us, and then we go, okay, it's time to start marketing.
Let's go.
Start marketing.
That's it.
So for us, I think that was one of the biggest breakthroughs was understanding that you don't have to just do SEO. You could actually do, you know, solo ads. Like I knew about solo ads. Because we hired a coach before meeting Misha, and we started driving traffic and selling like Warrior Plus products and simple things like that. Yeah. And his name is Brendan Mace, awesome guy. And then when Misha came along, it was like the perfect marriage because we were ready for that, right? We started learning solo ads a little bit already, so that it was the right timing for everything. So we ended up going pro, which is our high ticket level.
At the time, it was called VIP.
Yeah, VIP. And I think it was the first week, if not the following week, we went pro immediately.
Yep.
Right. And then we saw these people just coming in. Oh my God, it was just starting to explode. And then we just took the money, rolled it back in, and went Maui intensive.
Thousands in commissions.
And we're like, oh my God, we're going to Hawaii. Whoa, what a change, what a switch from all the struggles.
Our first time going to Maui, Hawaii.
Yeah. So from there, let's talk about the present point though. Like, what's the biggest breakthrough now? Like, there's another breakthrough. You know, and I learned this from, you know, a long time ago that when you're marketing on the internet, it's good to create something that has a funded proposal behind it. So it's creating income for your advertising.
Yes.
right? So, and that's good that I have that skill set because I understood it in the beginning. That was the first thing I learned. So I found this thing, which is called PLS, and it pays you every week and every month. And I said, this could be a springboard, that we need right now.
Yeah.
And we saw the potential for making it very, very simple. I'm talking dirt simple. And we can get people marketing within 24 hours. So we created a nice little training site in our blog with the password protected. And we went through the walkthrough of what they need to do. Now we tell people if they go all in with us, in that stepping stone, which is only like $700 instead of $2,400.
Right.
They come in, I get them on Skype. I set them up literally. I tell them I point here.
You.
Yeah, done with you. Literally, I go point here, set this up. In a matter of 30 minutes, my dear, they're already ready to start marketing.
And once they start marketing, they start building a buyer's list.
Yeah. And they're like, they're blown away. I get emails like, what do I do? I got all these leads coming in. Am I supposed to do something? You're set up. You're done. I take care of you. You're good to go.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. Get this going for a while. Do a little broadcasting because the system has everything all included.
Yep.
Great for the newbie, right? So what's happening, what we see, people that are coming into this, they're going into sand. And that was the goal in the first place because it's a self-funded proposal.
Yeah.
So now, not only are they coming in on the back end of sand, we're earning weekly income, we're earning monthly income. So we're funding the pay-per-click marketing through that. You get what I'm saying? So
pretty nice.
Yeah. So see, the hard part with a lot of systems, and I know this from experience, is that most of them pay on a monthly basis. And if you're first getting started, it takes forever to get paid.
Yeah.
So you need that money to do your marketing, So I will tell you that having something that pays weekly that you can put into your traffic, you start to literally gain some traction a lot better than getting paid monthly. So you get paid monthly and you get paid weekly. It's a win-win.
So when people run out of capital for their primary business, then having a self-funded proposal on the front end is a lot more effective in producing those profits that you need to roll into paid traffic and put into your advertising.
Nice.
I learned in 2008, there's two problems people will deal with on the internet, even still to this day. Number one, they'll run out of leads, or two, they'll run out of money.
Yeah.
And you can't have those problems. So how do you solve that problem? If you have a self-funded proposal that pays weekly, builds capital, and then gets a residual at every month, then you have something sustainable. Even if you make $40, even if you make $100, even if you make $200, you put it in the traffic and keep building that pipeline. You know what I mean? And the way it's set up, you can actually put your primary sales link. So it doesn't have to be Santa, it can be any business.
It can be any business, very generic.
And it automatically promotes your business automatically.
On the back end.
So the way I have it set up for people that have Aweber, when somebody comes in, the lead goes to Aweber, the lead goes to the back office of the Simple system. And the Simple system automatically fires the emails on autopilot for the new person. That's what when I set them up, they got nothing to do. Like I got somebody calling me saying, okay, Rich, what about this list here? Am I supposed to
they think they got to do stuff.
Pick this list? I'm like, no, listen. You went all in with me. You're done.
That's it.
You're just go drive traffic. And I do that for them too. I bring them right to the Facebook group. I teach them how to pick up a solo ad vendor. I get them to the point they're running on solo ads before I let them go. And then guess what? Now, what is that doing? It's creating an army of affiliates working with us that helps us make money too. Think about that. It's powerful. See, a lot of people don't think about that. Everyone that you come in contact with is important.
Yes.
I'll take it for granted. I would say that's the biggest aha moment for us.
Yes.
Hope that answers.
Hello, actually, it answered the next 3 questions, so that's awesome. It answered the next 3 questions. So now let's skip to the next one then. So from all that, when you first got started, what held you back from going all in your business?
That's a very good question because I'm the one that always like went to a certain level and stayed safe. You know what I mean? Like I would pay like for example, 2008 Carbon Copy Pro. You have a thing called M1, which is equivalent to what SAN is for a Pro, and I paid for that. You know, I got a discount. I got it for like $14.99 instead of like $24.97, and I had like a window for 7 days only, and so I took advantage of that. And I got comfortable, and I see other people that were like M2, M3, which was more like $10,000 you have to pay, $20,000 you have to pay, and the difference between the people who upgraded and the people who didn't upgrade, they only got so far. But the people who have upgraded, they always have made more money, and they were free.
Yep.
And I was new at that time. I didn't really understand. You know, I was ignorant about it. I was just like, well, I'm not going to spend that kind of money. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean? And that's what I was thinking. So when we were brought up about the Maui Intensive, I said to myself, you know, I tried every other way, and I just keep failing.
Yeah, I remember this discussion.
Why don't we just do it the other way for once since we have the money and just do it? You know, what's the worst that can happen? It don't work.
Yeah.
We'll just be back where we were, so we're not losing anything. You know what I mean? So that's the way we looked at it, and we said,
that was our attitude.
Yeah, I'm like,
decision.
you know, I let's just dive into the ocean. Let's dive in deep because
let's do it together, man.
I never done it the other way before. I never done it this way before, so it's gotta work if I do it this way. So we took a chance.
Yep. Risk.
It was a risk.
It was a risk.
It was the best risk we ever took.
Sure is.
Because we learned a lot more about ourselves, about investing in ourselves, about, you know, the importance of investing in yourself. This is why I invested in a new coach, you know, pay-per-click marketing. Even though I did it before, I don't know it all. And I always remain humble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was the biggest thing for us. I mean, yeah, the fact that was, being uncomfortable and taking, you know, over $10,000 and saying, here you go, take it.
Never underestimate the value and price of something, you know, because if it's offering more value than it's worth the investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. Megan Davenport's in the house with us. She says, Rich, you are looking dapper today.
Oh, thank you.
No risk, no reward applies to every aspect of our lives. That's right, Megan. Yep, agree with that. Absolutely.
Yeah. We have to remain consistent. We have to believe. We have to literally, when the cards are down and they're against you, I'm telling you right now, that is the secret to success. If you could remain with a positive attitude, if you could have that perception that everything's okay when you know everything's not in front of you and everything's like falling apart, you know, you got to remain cool about it and just continue moving forward, and you'll have breakthroughs. You'll learn, because those are the pieces that build your character along the way. Yeah. And you start to really know the truth. You know what I mean? You never know the truth until you go through the process. It's all a process. But once you go through that process and you start breaking through, you literally start to discover the real truth of being an entrepreneur. And that's where the big breakthrough comes.
Yeah, it's awesome. Oh, we also have Romel Mercado, my best friend. He just started with a Super Affiliate Network. Super excited for him.
All right.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So, Rich, what's the best advice? Rich and Ace, what's the best advice you guys have ever received?
Oh, man. There's so many people we have to really put that credit to, because different leaders gave us a lot of different best advice that really had helped us along the way.
Yeah.
Don't over process everything, you know, and just, you know, take massive action.
Yeah. Jeffrey Combs. Yep. And he also said, stop getting ready to get ready and just do it. Because if you overthink something, you're never going to do it. Also, as an entrepreneur, you want to be at ease when you're building your business. You don't want to be too hyped up, because it's not sustainable. Really good advice from Jeffrey Combs. I mean, the list goes on and on, right? Procrastination, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Understanding people. really caring about people, to the point that you start to feel their pain. Okay. And keep that part really real. And he trained me on all this stuff, and you learned it too, because you met him. And the other things, advice that we've gotten, Misha, it's not in the right order, guys, but Misha, when we were at Maui, he looked at me, we're talking on the beach, and I told him, I said, Misha, I know we're doing solo ads and everything, but I want to branch out and do other traffic. And he told me that he's like, just hire someone. So I took that advice, and hence is what we're doing right now. And pay off. And and then also Brendan Mace, teaching us about offers with solo ads, as well as Misha did too. I want to give props to Brendan Mace about that you could promote different offers to your list.
It doesn't have to be the same one. It's your list. You can market whatever you want.
Yeah, Misha does the same thing. So also Brian Finale, he gave me some really good advice. He told me, Rich, when you start gaining momentum, increase momentum. Don't stop. Because he would tell me, you're starting to increase momentum, and then I would slow down. I never understood it. But now I get it. Now. So I want to give props to Brian Finale from My Lead System Pro, when he taught me, to always gain momentum and never stop, because that was definitely something that helped me through the tough times.
I would say T. Harv Eker with being crystal clear on your vision. Don't half-ass it. Like, literally be clear, be detailed, because whatever you put in vibration out there is what you're going to attract. So you definitely don't want to be the person that has like a map in front of you, and then you just kind of like throw the pin to see where it lands. You need to be specifically right on target. What you want.
Bob Proctor. Love Bob Proctor.
Absolutely.
Rich video, guys, watch it on YouTube. It's amazing.
That's a great one.
Talks about how the mind basically, how it does things on autopilot that you need to be aware of. And when you're consciously aware of it, you can disrupt those patterns in your mind and make things happen. It's just amazing, the perception, how people think about things, and they're not consciously aware of what they're doing. They're just doing it. You know what I mean? And that is a detriment to your success. So definitely Bob Proctor is another one.
And don't be afraid to fail. Everything that is new is going to always be new, but stop telling yourself the same old story. This is all me. Stop telling yourself the same story over and over again about the past and how things were. Start creating a new one. And how do you create a new story and build credibility? By creating results.
And also, I'll go back in time to 1994, Bill Gould, how he did I was in the Memphis Pyramid, and he did some, it was on stage. It was amazing, some things that he did. And there were two segments that really got to me, and it was about the pickaxe when you were digging for gold, that even though you were digging for gold, if you didn't see nothing, it doesn't mean that it wasn't there, number one. The other session was how people in life are tied, like they're in a jail like 24/7, 7 days a week. Okay, and this is a very powerful thing I want to share with you guys. It was in the Memphis Pyramid, and he had these 4 walls, and you could see him, and he was just staying there. He had like an old-fashioned jail outfit from the southern states, and he had a big giant chain and a big metal ball, and he talked about like how people, he acted out too. You can see him act like how people are being held in captivity, right? Because they're afraid to break that chain and be free, right? And it is psychological, but it's the truth. It's what people go through, and that's what holds them back from success. So at the end, like all the 4 walls came down, he broke that chain, and he got up, and then that's when he put his suit on, and that's how it ended. And it was beautiful. So definitely Bill Gould for that one, because that made me really believe that success is possible. And guys, the list goes on and on. The Science of Getting Rich, the original book, love that book. That really made me, believe that thoughts are things. Like if you really think about something as you're taking that action, whatever the man believes he can achieve. Those things are so vitally important, because as you're taking action and you have that belief and it's so strong, you literally can manifest it right in front of your eyes. That's why I always talk about how I always have a vision about something before it manifests. Just like I told you about the new pay-per-click marketing we're putting together. I already visualize the way it's going to be. And it's not even here yet, but that's how I think, right? I've learned to think like this now. I've learned to put things together along the path as I'm visualizing it, right? And just things just start to appear and start to happen. So,
nice.
Yeah, that's cool stuff. Yeah.
No, I'm a definite believer in that. Like, a lot of people are thinking that I'm out of my damn mind, or like a lot of people are out of their damn minds, believing in, like manifesting the vibrations you put out there, what, but the mind is a really powerful thing.
Yeah. And you know what, when people think you're out of their mind, you're doing something right, because here's the thing, it's like, I truly believe that people that are entrepreneurs, because I see it now, they're more normal than anybody else. I think the people that are like, supposedly they say they're normal and you're not, they're, excuse my French, they're fucked up.
Yeah.
I learned that from my coach, because there's a lot of psychological problems that people deal with on a daily basis. Yeah. And it affects their way of having success. It affects the way that, their upbringing, their school, their programming, their friends, their TV, everything really plays an important role in the construction of the mind as you're growing up. And you got to unlearn all that stuff, and you have to reprogram yourself. You have to relearn, and that takes time. And you got to think about it. This is what cracks me up. People get involved in this industry. They're like, well, I want to make money. And I'm like, yeah, you want to make money, but you never done this before, number one. And two, you came from a whole different mentality. Yeah. And now you got to unlearn everything. Now, how long did it take you to get fucked up? It took about a year. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So how long you got to be realistic with yourself, man. Yeah.
Yeah. We had the hot seat today, and we get all kinds of people on the hot seat. We never know who's gonna come, and we had this guy. I guess he was from India, and he was like, "Hey, Ace and Rich, I got a question. How can I make $1 million in 7 days?"
I gave him the answer.
You sure did, didn't you?
I gave him the answer.
Yeah, he probably was scared from that answer too, but it's the reality. You got to have the right mindset. And plus, if you want to make that kind of money, you better be prepared to invest that kind of money.
Yeah.
That's how it comes down to.
Oh, that's another big takeaway.
Yeah.
Another thing that I've realized over the years, I was the one that never wanted to spend money on traffic ever. I want to do the free route because I want to save so much money and hoard everything. Yeah. Bad. Let your money go. Your money is a tool. It's not. It's paper is a tool. Use it. Mm-hmm. I realized that the more that I learned to let go of money, that's when the breakthroughs happened for us. When I started realizing that I gotta let it go, and that's why I started working doubles at my job. I put more money into the business. I realized now I have to. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be paying probably thousands upon thousands a month, 10, 20,000 a month in advertising. But you bet, I'm gonna be making 60, 70,000 a month. You watch. But that's my mindset now. Right. Before, I was always trying to prevent that from happening. So in all retrospect, I've been pushing success away. And I thought I wasn't. And you guys might be doing the same thing and you don't realize it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
wake up.
That, and the way I'm talking right now, it's so funny because I hear myself speak, and all this stuff stems from people. I sound like the other people that were successful in the past.
Your mentors, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's the big picture, guys. You got to learn to let money go. If you don't, you won't grow. You won't grow. Mm-hmm. And I came up with a quote. I don't know if I remember, but I wrote it down. It's life is your playground. Remember that one?
Oh yeah, life is your playground.
Yeah, I could.
Don't go to your grave safely.
Yeah, don't go to your grave safely. You are the art. Oh yeah, life is your playground. You are the architect of your own existence. Don't go to your safe. Don't go to your grave safely. So
nice.
Yeah, and I stand by that, like literally, because I love playing on planet Earth. That's why I look at my life. You know what I mean? I love playing on this planet. I mean, why go to work and be miserable, and why you know, not be able to be free and do what you want to do? You know, why let that ball and chain hold you? Because it stems from the psychological traps of those ball and chains that just keep your brain locked in only what you know. Don't be naive. Be open-minded. You know, there's another world out there. It's just waiting for you. You just have to be willing to stay open-minded and deal with the crap along the way. You know, you're always gonna have crap. I mean, we still deal with crap. I just never.
Yeah.
But we know how to look at it, and our perception is we look at it as a positive thing.
And we actually know how to react.
Yeah.
You know, and we react differently than what we would do if we didn't have the right mentality and the right mindset.
We don't claim that we know it all, because even now we're still learning. Even now we're still growing. Even now we're figuring out like new things, or like, you know, why did this take a dip this time? Now it's back up again. What's going on? So I measure and I figure out some stuff. I go, oh, I get it now. Okay, well, that's getting taken care of. Cool. You know what I mean? So it's like you just know after a while you start to figure stuff out, because you have to fall. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Oh, I'm just speechless.
Hey, you said no holding them back, so you got it.
No holding back. Yep. Keeps dropping the mic. So guys, what is a personal habit that's just a must for you guys on a daily basis? Like a personal habit that contributes to your success, to your productivity, and all that good stuff.
Oh shit! Wake up productive every day. Every day you gotta wake up with that right. Like, I'm waking up with success in my mind. So I'm waking up productive. The first thing, I know exactly what my DMO is, my daily method of operation. Every single day is a must. And I'm not hoarding around on Facebook anymore like I used to.
I got on for that.
Remember that? Now I have a different mindset where I have a mission, and I must complete that mission before the end of the business day and meet quota by having my sales before the end of the day. So I always look at it as, in any business, at least get 2 sales for the day. That's quota. Keep it simple, you know?
And these are different tasks. So if you're asking that question, I'll talk about the tasks and stuff like that, because when we wake up, we focus on connecting with people on a daily basis on Facebook. I believe in active marketing, and I believe in passive marketing. Passive marketing is when you generate leads, and if you make some sales, great, right? So that's passive marketing. You're following up your emails, that's passive marketing. Active marketing is going out there and actively marketing and connecting with people. That's active marketing. So we do the active marketing and we do the passive marketing side of things. So she'll get on Facebook, she'll connect with people, she'll build relationships. She has this course that she studies through Max Steingard, which is in the PLS system. Phenomenal. I've been to a lot of courses about, you know, we've been to a lot of courses with connecting on Facebook. This one, bar none, blows them away. The other ones like kindergarten stuff. It's just ridiculous. But with that being said, as far as the other task, is that we also, like for me, you know, we're always doing, you know, videos. I'm sure you guys notice our lives are always going on.
Every day.
Those lives are also going on YouTube. I'm SEOing it. So every day I'm always like SEOing. Just a little while ago, I was finishing up my SEO on the video, because I might like get like, oh crap, I forgot about that video. I got to take care of that one. You know what I mean? But every day those videos are always getting optimized from the new content that's always coming out. And
we use tools to our advantage, so that helps us throughout every day, because we can simultaneously broadcast on Facebook and at the same time hit our YouTube subscribers.
But if you have the luxury, don't worry about it. I think OBS does it, or you can just download the video from Facebook, upload it on YouTube, and just leverage. If everybody says, well, you know, YouTube, you know, you get a little bit of leads and stuff like that. Yeah, I get a little bit of leads now. I'm not looking about now. I'm looking to the future.
Plant your seeds.
Okay, I'm planting my seeds. I have my soldiers working for me 24/7, 7 days a week as I am sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Traveling. Those are leads coming in. Whether they're 10, 20, 30, it doesn't matter. Point is, you're starting, you're doing something. And you're proactively getting content out there. And then before you know it, 3 years down the road, I mean, what? A video a day is 365 videos? Times that for 3 years. See, people don't look at it like that. They go, well, if I ain't getting results this year, I can just long term, man. You know,
long term, because you're not going to be in this for a short run. You're going to for a long time.
Yeah, you're literally going to go. 3 years is going to go by. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? What are you going to do? You might as well start building something. You know. So those videos are constantly going up there every day. We're getting leads. We started making sales from YouTube, which is really cool. And then Facebook. Oh my God, we got leads coming in from Facebook. Did a live yesterday. Leads were coming in just from the live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
we stick to our appointments. We use schedule ones.
Yeah.
So that way it actually keeps us organized with our appointments. Before it used to be me manually going to my calendar and Google and doing it myself. I'm like, no, forget about this. This is too much.
So we keep things very simple.
Yeah.
And those are the tasks. You know what I mean? When we're in solo ads, I don't really talk about the solo ads because it's really nothing to it. Here's my link, go drive traffic, and you get leads, right? So like anybody could do that. You know, I could have Angel do that. You know, but the reality is you have to have a DMO. And for us, I believe, and I've always believed this because I was doing YouTube when Google didn't own it. When there was 2 kids that own it, and video marketing is by far the best thing you can do for your business.
Yeah.
Because when people see you, they love you, they respect you, you're being real, you're being transparent. And like one of the sales that just came in from YouTube, you know, they said that they loved our video. They liked that we were real and transparent. We get that like all the time because it's the video. And we're leaving clues here for you guys. Do video and don't care what anybody thinks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people.
Leave your insecurities.
We got some thumbs down, man. Now I know we're doing it right. You know what I mean?
Leave your insecurities out the door and don't give a damn about them haters.
Yeah.
If you got haters, then you're doing something right.
Yeah, we got the thumbs down. We got leads coming in, right? You know, you got thumbs down, but we got we have a lot of thumbs up, but we have some thumbs down, but we get leads coming in still anyways. And my goal is to generate leads. That's my goal. Every day I wake up, how can I generate leads? How can I generate leads? How can I generate leads?
Breathe,
you know what I mean?
Sleep it, think it, everything. Eat it, leads. Put it out there.
Yeah.
You'll get them.
And that's why we're going to have 3 ad platforms running simultaneously. Why? Well, if you go to alexa.com and you look at the top 3 sites in the world, get the most traffic in the whole planet. Number 1, Google. Number 2, YouTube. Number 3, Facebook. Now we're going to have ads running on all these 3 platforms. And it's just ultra, like literally domination. You see what I'm saying? So you got to think big like that. You got to, think about like common knowledge. What's common knowledge on the internet? Well, just look at where everybody's going. Be there. Provide content every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes the answers are right underneath people's noses. I say this because I was one of them.
Yeah.
And I just didn't really pay attention. And, even though I knew it, being thick-headed, now I know it and I realize it. And, that's why for us it's simple now to know what we do every day on a daily basis. I just know that I need to get leads. And now the leads are coming in on autopilot through YouTube. And the more you do it, the more you learn about what you're doing, So.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, no, video is a really big thing. I find myself really obsessed with it, like obsessed with how can I get better every single day? How do I get better? How do I get better? Okay, I did that wrong. How can I correct that? It started earlier this year, and then I met you guys in Maui, and you're like, yeah, no, just keep moving forward. And I'm like, okay.
That's it. Who cares what anybody thinks? This is what you're doing for yourself. And the thing about video is very powerful. The reason why video is very powerful as well is because there's something that happens with video psychologically to the person doing the video. Okay?
Yes.
And people need to realize this. When people are scared in front of a camera, it's not that it's, they're not afraid of video. They're not afraid to be in front of camera. Psychologically, they're afraid to break through for themselves, to be confident about themselves. The belief factor.
Yeah.
See, when you do video, it creates more belief within yourself. And it gets you past that hurdle. And you start to literally grow. Like you grow. I don't mean about generating leads. I'm talking you as a person.
You transform.
and you
front
grow.
Of your audience when you're actually doing videos.
Yeah.
So that's why me and Rich, we started the 30-day, 60-90 video day challenge. So that way we can see our students transform in 90 days. They won't recognize themselves.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And I was taught this with Brian Finelli. Brian Finelli, thank you again. He said, I want you guys to do your first 10 videos and talk about the top 10 things that frustrate you about marketing because you're new. And that's what I did. And I'll tell you, my first video, I was like,
Yeah.
but I didn't care. I just was taught to keep going. And by the second, third video, I was a little confident there. You know, it was just starting to kick in. I was like, yeah, and you know what? You know what I mean? That's not like talking like more, you know, comfortable, you know? And then I learned the formula of video marketing.
Yeah.
And then you just got better and better. And you know what happens when you're on video, when you finally get it, when you start like, you know, understanding it and you're doing it good? All you're doing is just being yourself.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing. It's like having a conversation with somebody, because if you think about it, when you do a video, the majority of the time, only one person at a time is watching it. You have to talk like you're talking to one person, like we're doing right now. Right? We're talking to you, you're one person, but everybody's seeing this. But everybody's not together in one room. Everybody's together in their own computer. See? So you have to look at it that way. You have to communicate that way. You know? And if you don't communicate effectively like that, you'll touch that one person. And that person will be like, I gotta get connected with this person. You know? But yeah, video is awesome.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I first got the idea for Entrepreneur in the Spotlight when I was in college in 2011, and I had all sorts of excuses up until last weekend. I said, I will always have a reason why not. So you know what? Let's just do it. The first episode, I did not even have I didn't even have set questions. Someone just came in, asked me a question if I would like to be a guest guest blogger on her site. And I'm like, okay, I'll do that. But would you also want to be my premiere episode? Just like, yeah, cool, let's do it. So we hopped on. I'm like, okay, I'm going to pull questions out of my ass here. And and here we are today. So
that's how once you go through the process, that's how you learn to tweak and test to see how it works. And it's just, for some reason, it's like once you dive in and you go through that process, you start to discover some things that you never would have discovered if you didn't do it in the first place.
And when opportunity presents itself, you better show the hell up. And what you did, if you showed up.
Yep, universe, love, speed.
Yeah, absolutely. You did the right thing. And that's what a lot of people who are watching right now, when opportunity presents itself, you better show the hell up. Otherwise, you are going to miss your chance. And when somebody says to you, I want to interview you, I want to put you on a podcast, I want to share it and showcase you, say yes. Because every time for us, when we get the opportunity to interview or be interviewed on, we've been on 3 summits already. We didn't know what the hell we were doing when it came to a summit, but we did it and we were uncomfortable. But that's what you got to do.
Yeah, no, that was
out there.
You're right about that, because you know when we first started getting an interview, it was uncomfortable for us.
It was
we're really humble, and we don't show off, we don't like brag, and we just want people to know that we're real and understand that, you know, we're no different than you. You know, it's just time and perseverance. That's really what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, what is one thing that you're super excited about right now?
Just one thing?
We could be a few.
Well, for starters, we're really excited about our residuals. We're starting to see our traction like a weekly basis. We're getting residuals. We've never been able to see that before, let alone it's non-MLM.
I think it's because, like with sand, once somebody goes pro, the residual stops. So I told myself, honey, we have to find something that has a residual. So we keep building residual on top of the high ticket commissions as well.
Exactly.
So I think that was the importance of it. And we're excited about that. But what excites me the most is when I can take a brand new person and help them get results. Literally. And see somebody excited that it took them 24 hours to get something going. For me in the beginning, it took like a long time, a lot longer than that. You know what I mean? And to see that happen, to get people just moving quickly, and to have people just like, oh my God, you guys, my mentor, I love you guys. You guys, like, you know, I'm generating leads now. I made 3 sales, or I made 2 sales, or I
got 1,000 people on my list. I'm like, what? And we're like so excited for them.
Yeah,
you know?
And that's what I think for me keeps me in the game long term, is to see people who don't know, and to see them grow into something. That is like, for me, that's the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I know I can make money. I know I can go out there and market, and I'll figure it out. I can make money, but there's nothing like seeing someone grow, because that I feel more fulfilled about that when I could change somebody's life. You know what I mean? That's incredible. That excites me. Creating new projects that are not in full motion yet, but having the vision to see it before it gets in full motion. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
There's the camera.
I know the camera.
And we're also excited about like the future, what it holds for us. Like, where do we want to go? Because we want to go. We definitely want to go somewhere. We thought about Nevada. I know Misha wants us to be in Maui. So, and we love Maui ourselves. We love being there. We don't want to leave. So I know that's like home to us too. So there's a lot of exciting things for the future for Ace and Rich, and we, Angel too, because Angel is part of the clan here.
My son.
And I tell you, it excites me to see what's coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And from all the hiccups, all the downfalls, all the ups and downs, all the bullshit, homelessness, just to keep growing and learning and continue to get uncomfortable. Even if something as simple as moving is uncomfortable, because it's relocation, it's, the future definitely looks bright for Ace and Rich. We just have to, stay focused and stay clear. We're going to move actually in a couple months to Nevada, but we decided to hold off. And the reason why we decided to hold off is because we wanted to take the income and focus on the project that we got going on, right? Put all of our resources into the project versus taking some of the income and putting it into moving. I want to, because when I get focused on one thing, man, I get focused. I really want that stuff to get done.
We do things smart.
Yeah.
We do,
Right.
Because we have a job, we're free, so the bills come first, of course,
It's, and let me tell you guys something, to this bonus. Like, when you get to this point where you have time freedom, like, now me and Rich, we don't give a shit when we're on the road. We let people go. We're like, here, go ahead, just go to work. Go ahead, it's okay. We're just sitting here behind the car. Let's go. It's funny. It's so fun. Like, to see that. Like, we're not in a rush. Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just noticed that, like, about us. We're like, we don't care. We got all the time in the world. Go ahead.
Well,
yeah.
If all pans out, which I think, I know it will, I plan on definitely getting me a motorcycle. Because I had one and I sold it for going to an event a long time ago. It was brand new. I saved up for it. I worked pretty much 3 jobs. I busted my butt, and I knew the guy at the shop, at the bike shop, and I said, listen, I want this bike. Here's a couple $1,000 down. It's like a layaway. He let me do a freaking layaway on a brand new bike. Okay. And I just kept going back and just giving him like 500, 1,000, 500 or 300. And before you know it, I had the bike was a little bit over 10 grand. It was over 11, but he gave it to me like 10 something in cash. And when I got that, it was such an accomplishment for me to do that I felt really good about myself that I accomplished that. And it wasn't a loan. Like I earned it. It's mine. I own it. No bank owns it. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking about getting a bike again, next year. And because I love that feeling of freedom. I can just get up and go and have that spirituality when I ride, because when I ride, it does something. I get very clear. I could focus more when I come back. I miss that feeling. I really, really do. Because when you're out there and you just hear the machine and you're on the road and it's just you, machine, thoughts start to come in your mind. Because it's like a trance, the humming, and it just puts you in a state of awareness and focus. It's pretty cool because you got to focus when you ride, right? So you just put in this heightened awareness, and you start to think of ideas and different things that you wouldn't think about when you're not riding. So that's part of me that's missing in my life that I gotta definitely get back.
Yes. It's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. I get how you feel. I have a charger, and yes, there's something about hearing the motor, and it just makes you feel free.
Yeah. It does. It really does. I really miss it. There was one time, I'll tell you a story. There was one time I had a 2005 Kawasaki ZX-10R, and I used to live up in the hills over here, up in the mountains in Granville, and there's a winding road that goes up the mountain like this. And I remember one night, I literally was like riding on my way back home from work, and when I hit that trail, I was like in the moment. I just felt like I was in the moment for that in that moment. And I looked at my rearview mirror, and there was a full moon centered right in the side mirror, and I was like, and I was just like, and I could just see the moon. I could just, and I'm going through the S's, and and then I'm hearing the humming, and I'm just like, that was freaking awesome, man.
Yeah.
That was so cool, and it just took me to a different place, and I miss that. I really, really do, nothing like it. And sometimes we get up in the morning, go for a ride, and I used to go to work, and I would go for a ride, but I would go early. Nobody was on the road, and it felt like it was only me. It was only me and the motorcycle, and I owned the planet. Like I was the only person alive. You know what I mean? It was like that because there was nobody around. It was like dead, and it was like right before dusk, and it's a weird feeling when you're riding that early too and stuff. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah.
The other exciting thing is that we've been transitioning to vegetarian, almost vegan now. So that's been it's been hard work, but
it's been a challenge.
It's been a challenge for us, but it's definitely needed because we feel very different eating on a plant-based diet versus eating
We've
meat.
been studying naturalist doctors. We've been studying a lot of people that were doctors for many, many years who turned to natural doctors that understand, how the body works and functions, and what food, what kind of foods do to the body. So you have a nice balance, meal that's healthy. And we're still learning that. See, entrepreneurship, right? Once you learn to think this way, you can apply anything in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some people get in business because their why is about, making money. Other people get in business because they want to stay healthy and eat organic.
I was getting sick when I was working too, and you know that.
You were, lost a lot of weight. Yeah, you did.
And now I could choose to say, okay, honey, I want to go get something. We have a vegan restaurant over here. I could choose to go over there at any moment's notice. I could choose to make something purposely because I have time. So I'm mindful of what I'm eating. It makes a big difference. So entrepreneurship is not just about making money. It's about results, touching other people's lives. How to change your own life for the better. You know what I mean? Because you have more decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No. Everyone keeps telling me you're not going to make money making friends, hosting a show like that. Like, well, I've been making money by making friends for the last, 5 years now. And I'm going to go, And I didn't even realize that.
If you ever get stuck or if you ever need help, we're here for you. Right?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
You going on. You know what I mean? You don't even have to be on our team. It's just, if something's not working, let us know and let's look at what you're doing. And we can help you and adjust and help you grow and get you going.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. So guys, before we wrap this up, give us a bit of a parting piece of guidance here. Like, what's the one message you think everyone absolutely needs to hear?
Never give up. Never give up. Seriously. I mean, everybody watching this, you guys are in something. Obviously, whether you're in the super affiliate network or, you're in another opportunity, you know what? You picked it. If it's giving you results, stick with what you know and learn and get better at marketing, because that's the number one thing when it comes to no matter what you join, it comes down to learning marketing. And the reason why you're not getting results is because you're not really paying close attention to your data. You're tracking stats and everything that you're doing. Track everything, because that's going to really determine what's going to happen in your business.
Yeah, I know where my leads are coming from. I know the different quality of leads. Even like with the pay-per-click leads that are coming into my new list, the open rates are like 3 times as high as solo ads. So, we track everything so we know what's working, what's not working. So understand that I have 2 different sides to that, okay? Number 1, have a vision. Without vision, you will perish. You can't save yourself. You can't. what'll happen is you'll go in the ocean and that boat will just go round and round and round.
Yeah.
You'll never find the island. You never will. You know what I mean? So I would say have a vision, know where you want to go, know what you're looking for as far as results. I always focus on results. I always focus on not the money,
Not the
I
money.
focus on results. How can I get more results? How can I get a more open rate? You know, how can I generate leads from every video that I'm putting out there? You know, you see what I'm saying? That's how I make money. I don't make money from thinking about money. I make money about learning the results, how to create that result. Now, vision to me is one of the most important things that I can teach people about, because that's what really is the magic for me, the way I think. Okay.
Clarity, yeah.
Now I'm going to go into more of the portion of what you guys really need to do. Okay. I would, you know, if you're doing solo ads, I would literally, you know, generate leads consistently. Even if you can run solo ads once a week, you know, start getting some bigger packages out there. You know, 1,000 clicks for like maybe $300 or $400. You know, and just start building your list as fast as humanly possible.
Your own list.
And as you're building that list, learn to follow up. Learn to follow up. So if I could keep it simple for you guys, generate leads, follow up. Generate leads, follow up. When nothing's happening, you keep doing it till you're blue in the face.
Keep going.
And then as your face turns blue, you keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? That is the secret to success. It really is. If you could weather the nothing happening and still go, things will start happening. Because, you know, if you're in SAM, for example, we have a system that pretty much follows up for you, where you can learn your marketing as your AWeber's getting set up, things like that. Focus on just driving traffic and just fill the pipeline. Okay. All right. That's practical, you know, stuff I'm going to share with you. And if you guys can do that, man, for like a year or 2 years straight, you're on your way. You're golden. But you can't stop. You can't stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah,
Vision in
absolutely. Yeah, no, I see people, a lot of them just get so mad. Judith, you said this and that. I'm like, I did not say that you're gonna break through in 7 days. I never said that. But you know, you got to understand that you're trying to build a sustainable business here. This is not some get rich quick scheme.
No, it takes work, man. It really. Oh God, does it take work? But we enjoy it what we do. So for us, it doesn't seem like work, right?
Right.
But when people actually concentrate on making money and they think about the money, that's where they don't have passion for what they're doing. And they're not going to stick with it.
They're not going to be.
You know what I mean? Like we have passion about helping people. We have passion about learning to get new results. So we can share. Once we learn to get results, we share it with people. You know what I mean? So it's just up to them to take action on it. People that take action on it, they get results. People that don't take action, they
just got to learn how to stick to one strategy, pick your poison. And
As I
stick
call
with it. Yeah, pick your poison. Stick with it until you can master it, and then move on to the next thing. With us, we spent like, you know, a few years on blogging because that was the only thing we could rely upon. That was a free marketing strategy to generate leads.
Yeah.
But we kept shying away from spending money and putting into paid traffic. We decided enough is enough. We have to do paid traffic whether we like it or not. We got to learn this, learn it now, because the competition is eating us up. We got to beat the competition now. So that's what happened with Rich and I. We actually took the steps forward to hiring a coach to learn solo ad marketing. And then nothing could happen more in a perfect time that Super Affiliate Network was born right while we were learning this stuff. And we're like, yes, this is a perfect marriage. Let's do it. And then we just like in 15 weeks dominated, you know, became top earners in 15 weeks. Like, who does that? You know, we hear all these success stories where people like it was handed to them, you know, or they moved their downline over. We didn't have any of that. It was from zero and onward. You know, that's what it is. And that's what I want everybody watching this interview to be inspired by us and our story, and really look at it as an example. Like, we're no different than you.
No.
We started from zero, and that means you start from zero, and that's going to show you that there is more beyond zero. Okay?
There's a lot more to learn, guys.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to learn. But the basics is driving traffic and following up. Focus on those two things. You guys will be good. Even when nothing's happening, because I told myself I'm going to do this, I'm going to let the money go, I'm going to invest in traffic, I'm going to stay consistent with it, and I don't even care what happens. Like I got to that point. Like I've done everything so many other ways over the years. This time I'm going to do it, and I don't even care.
Yeah.
I don't care if a sale comes in. I just want to go through the process.
Yeah.
And if you can do that, and you can have that mindset, you'll grow. You'll grow.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, one thing I also need the audience here to understand, like, I know if you're listening closely, Ace and Rich got started in 2008. They didn't go like 15 weeks to boom, right? It's like 2008 until this, and then 15 weeks later, then it boomed, right? That's
what happened. We made a lot of money. We lost it, right? And then I had to go back to work.
Yep.
We're homeless.
Yep.
Right.
Homeless.
At a motel.
I had to go to work too.
And then finally got an apartment, which is this one, right? So we appreciate it.
Yeah.
And it's reality, guys. You got to be realistic with yourselves and look at the reality around you.
Have realistic expectations, and don't have that entitlement mentality. Like, you're entitled to it.
Yeah.
No, the world don't owe you shit. You need to go out and get it.
You
get what
go
you
get
want.
it. Go get it. You have the ability to get whatever you want.
That's it.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Misha's in the house. He said, "Damn, looking fresh, Rich."
Thank you.
Misha's in the house.
I guess it was over.
Yeah. So, guys, before we wrap this up, what's the best way our audience could connect with you?
Well, you're the one that does the connecting.
I do all that, right?
She does the connecting on Facebook.
Okay, so first place would be our fan page. Absolutely hit us up on our fan page. We have a lot of great content on there. Go to AR Freedom by Design. That's our handle on Facebook. And definitely like and follow our feed, because we do like the hot seat coaching call every Friday at 4 p.m. So if you guys got questions, we got the answers. Just come on in and we'll definitely have a good time on that. And also, you can friend us up on Facebook at Ace and Rich.
Oh, you can just add us on Skype. Ace and Rich.
Ace and Rich. Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Yeah. Keep
Awesome.
It simple.
Yeah, keep it simple. Yeah, I'm typing these things up on the comments. I'll type in your Facebook and your Skype shortly here after we're done. So, Ace and Rich, thank you guys. I appreciate you for hopping out with me and being episode 007 of Entrepreneur in the Spotlight.
Awesome.
And and guys, thank you for joining us. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And as you know, I'm here 7 days a week interviewing entrepreneurs. And if you'd like to get the notifications for whenever Entrepreneur in the Spotlight goes live, just turn on hit the button either here or there, wherever you're watching from. Turn on the live notifications. And other than that, we'll see you on tomorrow's episode. We're going to have the awesome Rebecca Reed with us tomorrow.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Facebook, we'll talk to you tomorrow. And we'll talk to you later. And thanks again, Ace and Rich.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having us.
Our pleasure.
Thanks. Live.